Hey guys, it's Viewmasters Reactions, and we're back with Campaign 2, Episode 96, Mighty Nein time. There is 24 minutes left. I just finished the live stream, had dinner, jumped into the Patreon Hour exclusive. We fought the giant mechanical bull for the entire Patreon Hour. We defeated it minutes before I was about to stop. I was like, I don't even know if we're going to end this in the Patreon Hour. There is a good chance we might have to do it in the YouTube video, but 3-4 minutes before the hour ended, we took down the bull. It had to have had 350 to 400, maybe even more than that hit points, because I was counting for a while and I very much exceeded 300. There were hits we were doing. One was like in the 60s, a couple were in the 40s, one in the 50s. You add them all up, that's a lot of damage. But in the end, we took it down. Caleb was the one that put the finishing touch. How do you want to do this? Shards of glass with intense heat. Well, so much heat that it made glass, because heat at intense temperatures makes glass. But it shot through the ball. Caleb went over right before I ended and was like, yo, is there anything I could salvage? And he's like, not with the way you killed this thing. So it's pretty beat up. We ended it with Matt saying the only odd thing he was specific about, besides the bull being ripped apart, was it has a mouth that is like a shovel and it has no teeth. So that's kind of where we're at. Caduceus went over, saw his family member was of stone, did greater restoration, saved him. It was Cornelius and Calliope, I think it was. And he saved them, and they're back. Jester's running around seeing if there's more family members. And let's just jump in. You guys want to see more of what I do? In the description of every video is a link for Patreon. You'll see the Patreon Hour exclusive for every episode of Campaign 2. Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Fiona and Cake, Justified, Chucky, Rick and Morty Season 7 just ended. Tons of Christmas exclusives. All sorts of movies are coming out this week over there too in full. Check it out. In the description is the link for Patreon. Full unedited everything. If not, Campaign 2, Episode 96, Mighty Nein time.
He eats plankton.
He eats plankton.
Sucks down krill.
I'm gonna turn this down. It got really loud.
Cornelius goes, how did you get here?
Cornelius. What do I know Cornelius from? Is that Rockadoodle?
I see you managed to deal with that
It might be
thing right over
Rockadoodle.
there. Thank you for that. I assume these are your friends. Hi, I'm Cornelius. I'm Caduceus' father, and you see this large,
Caduceus'
older,
father.
bulk, similar in appearance to Caduceus, though a bit thicker, a bit portlier.
How long's it been?
Gray hair, kind of braided
Years?
two
Many
sides
years?
down the front. Kind of dangling these little tufts at the bottom that have a bit of jewelry. This is Calliope. It's Caduceus' younger sister, and you see she's wearing a similar chest plate to Caduceus' actually.
And
the
I'm
same
assuming
coloration
they
and
must have
design.
abilities,
And it's
especially
funny,
his father.
Of the two of them,
His
which look
father
very
must
much what
have
you'd assume Caduceus'
abilities.
Caduceus'
I thought I saw
appearance
Caduceus
being
over there.
what it is. His father, a little more, I guess, a cartoony variation of that. Calliope looks stoic and kind of a badass. Like she looks up to the rest of you, holding her mace at her side. It's a pleasure to meet you, Caduceus. Thank you.
You were both gone a very long time. I waited. And,
How long were they like that?
no one returned. And, I know I wasn't supposed to leave, but I left.
I want to know, were they there like years?
Is anybody else here?
I mean, I think somewhere around here I saw your mother, and he looks over, and you can see kind of just beyond the tree, one of the standing bodies is indeed Constance.
Oh, good.
Standing
Does,
bodies. One
am
of
I
the
near
standing
Constance?
bodies.
Right there. Yep.
Yeah, I'm going to run over to her and cast Greater Restoration.
Okay.
All right.
As she, like in her middle of her
So now we
mid-battle
got
form,
younger
kind of like,
sister, father, mother.
Whoa, what?
Don't worry, you're safe.
Just drops her weapon and runs towards Caduceus and gives a huge hug and kind of picks him up a little bit. And see, she has this like, it's kind of short on the sides, and then has almost like a soft mohawk that braids into a single long braid down the back. She's wearing these like gray travel robes, just a little bit of like leather armor underneath. She kind of picks up and says, I'm so happy to see you.
I was so worried.
I just want to make sure it was all recording because I got lost in the moment.
Where's Corin? Where's...
I came here with Corin. She turns back and looks in the direction of the shattered statue that was right at her side.
Ford, you murdered my
She
sister.
takes a couple steps forward. Takes a couple more steps forward.
Is there any way to fix this?
And leans down and picks up one piece that looks like the shoulders and head of the statue, chipped and broken itself, its face kind of recoiling in surprise, also a firbolg.
How small are the pieces?
I mean, there are probably 6 or 7 larger pieces and a few dozen smaller
A few
elements that have been
dozen,
scattered
yeah.
a bit. It wasn't enough of an impact to pulverize. It just kind of nudged and broke.
Is there
as
a
it
way
went
to
through.
fix
It wasn't
it?
a full run, thankfully.
I
but
know
it's a
this
lot of
sounds
pieces.
crazy, but I said in the
Totally
Patreon.
awkward. I'm gonna try to get the pieces together and try to reassemble.
Like,
the
what
body
if
as
you?
best
I know
can.
this sounds crazy, but it's like
Okay.
fantasy
As you
type
kind of reach out
world.
and start doing this,
What
and
if
you
you were
see,
like a really
Constance
good
is just kind of
mason,
holding the head,
and you
kind
like
of
literally
aghast. You
made
feel
it as
pieces
if
your
it was
father's
like
hand
one
on your
piece, like you
shoulder.
literally
and
cemented
in
it.
that kind of
I know that sounds
focused-
crazy, but I'm thinking
or
like
that unfocused state of your mother, Jester begins to sift through, and suddenly her eyes catch yours, and she gets down and starts trying to help.
Go over and I help as well.
Okay, go ahead and make
we're
an
gonna
investigation
put his
check.
sister back together. Is it? My thing is,
Do it with advantage.
if we even find all the pieces, would it
Because
work?
Not as helping.
It's one thing, like, it's already sounds crazy what we're doing. We're putting together his sister.
Scan for-
19?
19. Okay.
19 is a good roll.
You pull together what you think is the majority of the stone body.
What you think is the
It's too hard
majority.
to tell at this moment.
Like, see, like, what if we're missing a piece, or it does? Like, what
I'm
if
scanning
it,
for any?
what if we're not even
anybody else.
missing
I'm
a
just-
piece?
I'm not really moving.
What
yet.
if we're
I'm
not
just
missing a
looking
piece
to
and
see
they
if I
come
see-
back to
see
life and they're like,
perception.
ah? Like, someone was just talking about, I think it was a Tales from the Crypt episode or something, where
Maybe I can do one. piece
somebody
at a time.
wishes
That's
for their
not gonna work.
family to come back to life, and they do, but they're
26.
filled with formaldehyde and stuff from being embalmed,
You do not
and
see
they're
any
just
other
screaming
firbolgs
in
the
pain because
vicinity
they're
of where you're
alive,
standing.
but like are filled with embalming
You do
fluid.
see out of some of the individuals here, and a lot of them, at glance, their like arms are broken off. Some of them have already taken a lot of hits over time, whether it be by this creature or just wear and tear for how long they've been in this open space, and nature has taken its toll.
So that
on their
means his
stone
family
forms.
couldn't have been there that long if they're intact.
You do see some figures. One nearby that is an elf that is dressed in very kind of pious robes, and
Is someone
carries
gonna
what
be
looks to be
here?
a symbol of Andra around their neck, kind of hand reaching forward like a stop, don't expression locked in stone.
Are we gonna
But
find
nobody of your
people?
family.
So Constance and Cornelius are fine.
Like, what if that dude
He's
is
fine.
like very
Colin-
important? What if
Colin's
people
been- you have not
went
found
missing
Clarabelle or Colton.
that are extremely
Colton,
important in
Clarabelle,
like
just
adventures or quests
broken
or
cord. Okay.
war related stuff?
I have a brother and sister still somewhere here.
Here?
Maybe.
Was Cora a sister?
Corin's my
I
aunt.
don't. Oh,
I started looking at the ones
we'll come down.
pulverized near me.
I'll come check it out.
Colton's my brother.
Okay, you got it.
Marisha's like, I'm gonna check
Looking
these
at all the bodies,
pulverized
they-
ones over here, but don't
Some
say
of
it too
them look
loud
to
in case.
be travelers. They're dressed for a long journey. They all appear to be in the midst of either running, defending themselves, or absolute abject terror. You see some that are dragonborn. You see some that are dwarven, and it's a diverse array here, whether they be pilgrims or adventurers or members of the actual circle here in the cave that you were walking towards. You can't tell right now because they're all made of stone.
And the cave is that direction.
Further this direction, yes.
All right, I guess
Would it be
we.
possible? I'm gonna try using mending on each individual like piece together.
Do you have the mending cantrip?
All right. See, I didn't even think of that. I was saying, what if we used cement and
As long as
my
the
way
breaker
sounds
goes
very
along to the 1 foot
primitive,
in any-
but I
in
was
any
like, there's
way,
got to
but
be
if
a
I'm
way
going one piece at a
we could do
time
this to
using
make
mending, I
it
don't
like
know
just
if
to
that's gonna
try.
make a difference.
Like I don't think I
A lot
honestly
of
wouldn't be
casting can
surprised
take a
if
long
it
time
did
'cause
it.
it takes a minute
I
each
would
time.
be surprised if it worked.
Maybe
But I'm just
glue just
thinking
for that
like
one
Exactly.
piece.
in
Yeah, the
this
smaller
world.
pieces.
I mean, we
maybe
could bring
try
people
mending
back to
on it,
life
and
and
then
stuff.
We also have.
Why wouldn't we
a
be able
glue
to
that
fix a
covers square foot
petrified thing?
that we
You
can
do.
try to
You
combine.
can
the two.
certainly try. I will say, with the pieces you found, go ahead and make a medicine check to try and understand where they might land within its body. This is an understanding of the physical body.
Caleb pulls out the pearl and places it on Chester's head and mutters for a while and little patterns.
Tap you as I walk by because I'm going to go to the other broken statue. And I give
And
you,
I'm there
Guidance.
sorting the broken statue.
give you
Could use
guidance.
Guidance. Okay.
I'm going to just
And one reroll.
Okay.
Reroll.
Reroll it.
And a reroll.
I'm just going to grab Calliope and
that's
walk
great.
to the other statue.
That is a and a 4. Oh, good. Okay, so that's
29.
Jesus Christ, you guys are level 11?
29.
We've had some bad luck.
Been some good rolls and then some shit.
Yeah, I know. All right. Okay. You take a moment to inspect all the pieces of the body and quickly begin
This
to
could
assemble
actually
and
happen
kind of
'cause of that
jigsaw
amazing
them
roll.
where they fit
I
both.
spent a lot of time with puzzles.
This is
in
very
my room.
apparently, yes, you have. Well, not just that, but studying physiology in the presence of where your mother's a work office was.
3D, yeah, is it 3D human body? Yes, 3D jigsaw of the human body.
Yeah,
There you go.
A puzzle at the
human
beach.
body puzzles everywhere.
Technically, best vacation ever. Please don't break my aunt.
You
Please don't break
cast
my
mending as
aunt.
best as you can across the pieces once they're
I thought it
situated
was his
in
sister,
there, and they all
but
kind
he
of
said before
fit
it was
together.
Corinne is his aunt.
The impact across the chest to side and the waist there's like kind of a triangular crack where it hit the impact initially is longer than a foot.
Okay.
So those parts are not mended.
Okay.
So you can fit it
the area's
together.
longer than a foot.
And most of it can clear, but there is still a large rift here and a large rift here.
What if we combine the glue
No,
with
of
the
just where it's
mending? What if we
cracked.
put some glue and then mend it to where the glue keeps it together fully, and then I mend it in like as much as I can?
This wouldn't be a mending thing. This would be hoping the glue is enough to do it for
Yeah,
you.
it would
Okay.
go be. That's kind of where I'm at.
This is which glue? This is
I
the-
was thinking that
That's the other thing.
with mending,
Not to be
because
cheap
my
with your dead
idea was we're just
relatives
gonna
or anything,
glue it back
but
together.
This glue is like the most
Crazy
powerful glue.
That's why I
in
was saying maybe if we
existence.
like
So
slapped in some
if
concrete,
we
but I
could
mean we don't have
maybe
concrete or anything here.
get some regular glue later and
I'm
try this.
so glad I'm not listening to you right now. Yeah.
I could.
Yeah, we
save
don't have
your
the
work
greatest
for
tools
now,
out here, but let's do it. Let's give it a try.
And we could take them out of here and wait till we have everything perfect rather than risk it.
I'm gonna shove them in the
I guess we
haversack?
can wait.
Is that what we're doing?
No.
Shove
Caleb starts
her in
placing
the haversack.
pieces of amber in a circle on the ground and begins to ritually cast Widogast's Vault of Amber
Okay.
with the statue. Dude, I don't have to finish this, but I can, and they will be safe.
I'm okay.
Yeah.
We
Constance, is that all right?
I mean, whatever you think is best.
All right, we're gonna put her in a vault. We'll fix her up later. I didn't know if time was of
eyes
the
are still
essence.
wide.
I
She's
was
still
thinking
kinda
it was like one of
swallowing
those
hard. She's-
gotta be done in an hour kind of things.
I'm gonna
Holding strong.
tap.
Like I know
Yeah,
the
go talk
the
to
stone
Mom,
statue
and
is
I'm
there
gonna-
for a
yeah,
while,
yeah,
but
you're right.
I'm thinking
gonna
like
grab Calliope and head over to the other.
I mean, I
broken
guess
one.
it makes sense. You could pretty
You
much
head to
do
the
it
other
because
broken
stone is
pieces of the
stone.
ground,
It's
you
just
look through it,
pieces.
and this one looks to be.
But I was thinking maybe it would be faster,
a-
better. I don't know.
Maybe mid-20s or so, dragonborn. You have no idea the scale, coloration, as it is still stone. They are dressed simply, normal like traveler's clothes, the heavy cloak and a sack. And
If
they are
anybody's
broken
still
into
intact, because he
many
said some were
pieces.
missing
try and
limbs and
gather them
stuff
up
from
a
getting
bit.
whacked around. I
know this
would
person?
petrify all of the things that were still intact.
Can't even plant them.
I wouldn't just, like, if you walked away, that'd be like so
No,
cruel to
but
just like
do you wanna,
leave
like,
strangers behind.
gathering them? I don't know. Should we?
Let's
And who knows, maybe we'll
Let's take everybody
free
who's
someone of importance and
injured.
get rewarded.
to the cave, and whoever's feeling strong, do a walk around and see who else is here.
Yeah, I think that's how we
Calliope,
handle it.
Just let's make sure Mom and Dad go to the cave with Ford.
Just because we're here and there's so many different petrified creatures, I'm going to walk into the water until my head goes under the surface and look. I'm going to look and see if there are any other petrified statue things within view.
Underwater?
Make a perception check.
Underwater? I mean, hey, it would make sense there might be.
10?
10.
It's hard to tell. It's clear water. I will say you do see what looks to be like a hand sticking up out of the soot, maybe 5 feet ahead of you.
The soot.
Yeah. Like a stone hand doing that.
I'll walk over to it. Can I try and clear the soot or the silt around the hand?
As you clear it away, the arm just kind of goes, as you realize it's just an arm.
That's unfortunate.
That's
Wait,
unfortunate.
What?
It's just an arm, because he
I
said
found
people's
a piece
arms
of
and
an
stuff.
arm underneath the water.
Bring it up if you wouldn't mind.
I'll grab it.
Okay, so I feel a little guilty. So, Caleb, can you give us the pieces back, please? I'm going to try this glue.
Let's wait. We'll wait.
Are you sure?
I also have an idea. If we can get to Umagorn or
Uthodurn?
his son. What was the son's name? Who reforged the sword for us?
Oh, got you. I'm sorry.
Umagorn.
Did I get his name?
The guy that
No, I
reforged the
think maybe
sword.
I missed it.
The broken sword that we did all that.
If we
Umagorn.
can pour carefully, which is why I suggest him, because he is so skilled, the correct amount of molten silver into the cracks, I can turn them to stone.
She could pour paint into the cracks and turn it
I
to
cannot
stone.
turn paint to stone.
She can turn it to stone.
Can you paint in stone?
Of course I can paint stone. The only thing is I can't paint things connected to each other. So
I could connect them with glue.
I like Caleb's
I
idea.
think I can just use some
It sounds
glue.
the safest, but are we going to go too crazy?
I'm gonna just start walking with.
The thing is, Caleb's
Calliope
idea is
and anyone
great,
else who
but
cares
is
to
that
join.
going too far?
Mind.
Could we
I
fix
have
it?
enough, I can
I'm
do
thinking,
another
is it?
greater
I'm
restoration if
thinking,
you
am I
find
making too
somebody.
big of a deal of it, and it's as easy as
At
just
which point,
gluing it and
Cornelius kind of
unpetrifying, or are we gonna wake
we
up and
were,
be like, I'm
I
in
was talking
broken
with Aramis,
pieces?
one of the keepers here of the circle. Oh no. And points over, and you can see that that elf that you noticed earlier with the Avandra symbol. I mean, they're probably pretty helpful.
okay, I'll
Let's
go
get
over
him.
to that person.
Yeah, I mean, right away, Matt said there was an elf
Up next to you, and
with
was like,
an
"Oh,
identifiable
buddy, I'm so
necklace.
sorry."
So I assumed that guy was of importance.
Pat, pat, pat.
Pat, 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 greater restoration on the head. Wake up now.
You watch as the elf slowly in it. Oh, that's strange.
Is he a beetle?
What is? Oh no! And looks around at the array. This has gotten worse.
I found a hand. Oh, hello.
Hello.
You must be Stone.
I'm Aramis Stone. Yes.
Aramis Stone.
I assume you belong to the Clay family.
Caduceus
That's just
Clay.
really funny.
Yeah.
At your service.
Well, glad seems more of you have made
Ormid
it.
Haas. Aramis Stone. Ormid
Oh,
Haas.
this is a big mess.
Sounds like that.
Looks over at the creature now suspended in the shards of
Aramis
glass,
Ormid.
like reddish dark glass spire piercing out of the ground and holding it aloft, just bleeding slowly onto it. Oh, well, that is good news. That is great news. Due to this?
Group effort.
Yes.
But he did the glass part.
That's impressive.
Saved
Truly.
my life.
What is it?
It appears to be some kind of gorgon. I have my theories.
Matt, explain this. beast from
I have a few
pre-calamity
friends
or
I need to
something?
ask questions
But
of.
this one
They're back in the
mutated
cave if you
with
come with
dark
me.
means.
Surely they're in the cave.
What year is it?
That's what I wanted to
826?
How far away is that from
know.
our
What year
year?
is it?
10 years
Like
ago.
10 years ago.
10 years
I
ago.
might not be in the cave. A bit of
10
time has
years
passed
this
since
dude
then.
lost.
200 years.
200
Make a
years.
deception check.
200 years has passed. And we're the
17.
best that's come around.
Just
Don't.
We are torturing
See, it's
poor.
not as bad now,
This
isn't
guy
it? 'Cause you
legitimately
don't-
just lost 10 years of his
Made you
life.
feel better.
And we made a joke. But
you.
technically, you feel better
Okay.
now.
I'll
Hey,
hold
I
them.
like the
Let's
joke. I'm
go to
totally
the
down.
cave.
a few more.
Hopefully he
hours.
feels
Yeah,
better.
do you need to see if
let's
any of
cross
your
our fingers.
compatriots are amongst?
We check the rest.
All right, and as you guys begin to kind of look through, you can see Aramis begins to go to a few faces and be like, Ledge going, don't know them, don't know them, don't know them. Oh, goodness me, and then recognizes somebody and goes up and like kind of grabs someone's face and goes, this is Dara. You see this like kind of really older human woman, maybe in like her 70s or so.
Now, do you maintain full
adorned
health
similarly
in
to
petrified
Aramis.
form? Like, if you
And
lose
also
10
finds what
years,
looks to be another
do you die 10 years sooner than you would have?
large
Normally?
dragonborn figure
Or could you, like,
that is
cryogenically free,
wearing a heavy
freeze
piece
yourself
of armor
like that,
and is
so to
curling a
speak?
shield in the front, trying to pull back.
Wake up in another
Goes,
time.
This is Mechatoth.
Megaton.
Megatoth. That is an amazing name.
Of the stone.
They are, yes.
Megatoth
I
stone.
don't suppose what you've helped us
Sounds
with,
like
you
a
could help them
freaking
with as well.
transformer.
I can once I sleep.
Not today, but
All right.
Not today.
Not today.
What about all the other people that are here that you don't know? We should probably heal them too. They have lives.
I agree. I think Gaima should be able to help. Hopefully they're back in the cave. We can go ahead and...
He is very about going to
Talk
the
to him.
cave.
do we see any of my other?
But Dad,
like,
see,
short run around
I
the-
would
the
almost be
lake? Do we see
weary
any
of
them?
this
do
guy
anyone
just
remember
because
not
I never
seeing
trust anybody.
your family
But
along the
Caduceus's father
Okay.
vouched for
That's
him.
fine.
So I feel
Nice.
confident.
The dragon.
And he was petrified, so I don't know what agenda he'd have.
Holding around.
He
I'm
must
just gonna,
have just
chuck it in
gotten
the ocean.
caught in the crossfire.
What was that?
Crossfire.
And then that rock.
Oh.
Eventually, you guys crest around the north side of the oasis,
Oh, it's gonna end. We're ending.
making your way towards where the
Making our way.
softer
Someone do
red
it.
earth turns into hardened red rock. The grass and thick vines that have grown over the top of it as it almost pierces outward like a shelf over the water, and beneath it the opening into the cavern that goes darkly into Exandria below.
Oh, God.
As you kind of step into the cold cavern, as it continues downward at the outer edge of the pool, you can see the bright red rock on the inside become smooth, hand-chiseled as you progress downward. Further in, as your eyes kind of adjust, you pick up dozens of shifting, beautiful reflections as rich, exposed veins of pure gold wind through the walls and reflect the torchlight that you see Aramis now lighting and holding out to guide you as you head downward.
Beautiful.
Along with another statue. And another statue. Continuing further down, you see the pattern of these veins are like this endless, like splintering lightning
How many
bolts of
statues?
shining
It was
dawn
just.
that just
I
carved
mean,
through the
are there
rock on all
endless
sides
statues
and
on the
above.
way down?
It's beautiful. And contrasted with the horror of seeing more and more of visitors or the Stone family themselves encased in these moments of terror. So
We took this guy out, and nobody else could. That's pretty impressive, you guys.
Pretty good.
That's pretty good.
We work well
Pretty
together.
You
good.
okay there?
Yeah.
Ford Stone, you okay?
Doing all right.
We need to take a rest. Ford is looking
Rest would be
really
good.
rough.
The hall widens now into a domed, oval-shaped cavern of ruddy rock formations splattered with the same gold veins. Numerous small huts and structures of humble stone and dried thatch mark the perimeter of the inside of this cave. The center of the large base is home to a formidable multi-part shrine of rising pillars, arches, and beautiful temple structures.
Matt is
that house
putting me in a trance.
the stone family in the interior of the Cave of Remembrance. You can see social spaces for worship and work.
My ear.
And you can see the many denizens, all frozen in stone. That's where we'll take our break.
So we gotta wake everything up.
And just ran in and
One bowl.
ran
What-
around.
yeah,
and you
one
think something
bowl.
else did it?
Well, we'll see. But my
I was
have
thinking
a
the same
theory, and
thing.
My theory is this was a burial that went wrong, but we'll see.
A burial that went wrong?
A burial that went wrong.
They are stones.
They're mostly regular folk, probably, so, can't handle a big magic bowl.
Okay.
Just a theory.
I mean, that's a decent theory.
It's a pretty
It
bad.
was
A
over a period
burial
of time,
gone
too.
wrong.
That's true.
10 fucking years.
Yeah.
Woo! That'll get you. It's
Yeah.
a flight of the navigator shit right there.
But he said I
a
didn't
lot of
recognize
pilgrims
some
coming in
groups.
realizing too
Some
late.
groups happen after the fact.
Compliance. We'll be back here shortly. We'll pick up the latter half of the session here, guys. In the meantime, we do have our
Interesting.
Wormwood
Let's
giveaway
give a
for
Wormwood
tonight.
giveaway.
The cherry dice vault from our friends at Wormwood. It smells so nice. It looks so nice.
Oh, it's beautiful.
Looks nice.
One lucky winner in the chat will win this piece. Tonight's keyword is Oasis.
Oasis.
S. Put
The
it in the
band.
chat room once.
From
and
Canada.
Only once. More than once will be disqualified. And once again, giveaway rules for people in the US and Canada only.
Sally,
Excluding
she's
Quebec.
not, they're not
And
I'm
stupid
joking.
laws.
I just knew he was gonna talk
And
about
we'll be
Canada.
back here shortly. We'll see you guys in a little bit.
All right, everybody, that is it for Campaign 2, episode 96, Mighty Nine times. So, we probably are going to save Caduceus's aunt. She's the only one in rubble. We put her in a vault that Caleb makes, and I like his idea. His idea is the best, but is it going too far? Is it necessary to do all that? Would gluing work? Would possibly, well, Jester said she couldn't paint because you can't paint things that are together, that are joined together. I think we should just do what Liam said and not take a chance, because God forbid gluing, it doesn't work. What exactly would happen? Would the person come back to life and just scream in pain and agony? Would you be like bleeding out because you have a gap in your torso? Or would it just flat out not even work? I don't want to find out. Let's do Liam's way. Now we free the elf, Aramis, or was it Ormid Haas? Aramis Stone? Was that right? Aramis Stone. And we have this other lady. We are now going into the cave, down into what Caduceus is saying is possibly a burial gone wrong, because this thing raged out. I was thinking what Jester said. Jester was like, wait, so this thing ran in here and just took everybody out and then ran out? I'm thinking, like, that's very bizarre. Like, it's one thing for it to run in, like, the forest and hear noise and get attracted and, like, hit people that are out in the forest areas. But to go into a cave and all these animals are there and everything, but clearly there is some sort of theory going on in Caduceus' head, and he knows way more about what's going on right now than we do. So I'm going to let him talk about it in episode 97, so I don't waste my time theorizing about craziness. Or actually, what am I talking about? We're going to learn in the live stream on Friday. I can't wait to find out. We met Caduceus' father and mother. There was a great embrace. His sister is a badass with a giant mace. Hopefully, we could save his aunt. I guess we'll find out in the live stream. I'm going to go edit this up. It's Christmas weekend. You guys have a happy holiday. If you're seeing this on YouTube, there are hundreds of other things on Patreon coming out for Christmas exclusives, movies, Peaky Blinders, Doctor Who, Person of Interest, Rick and Morty just ended. We're starting True Detective Season 4 and Percy Jackson over there. Check it out in the description, full unedited everything, hundreds of exclusives. If not, comments down below, like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys on the next one. Peace.